y'all, welcome to Mattie's kitchen. Today I'll be making a peach cobbler, and it's not quite from scratch, but it's something that I cooked when I was young. I cooked it before, and the way I cook it is the ingredients that I'll be using. I'm back with you. I'm getting ready to show my ingredients and what I'll be using in my peach cobbler. Okay, the first thing I went to the store and I bought this pie crust. I used to make mine from scratch, but I found out it's easier, quicker to just buy you some crust. They have 2 in a pack, and sometimes you might need 2.5. I make sure I have 2 packs in case I run out, because once I start making my peach cobbler, I don't want to go to the store. And I just got some light Del Monte sliced peaches. It doesn't matter what kind you use. I got those. I think they were on sale, the reason I got them. Okay, the next thing you're going to use sugar. You're going to use 2 types of sugar. You're going to use brown sugar, and you're also going to use white sugar. And I'll be using a little honey. So when I made mine a long time ago, all these stuff, I didn't even know. I just used sugar and probably flavor. I know I used that. And here's some ground cinnamon. Here's my nutmeg, ground nutmeg. And here's, like I said, this is the most important thing that I use. It's a pure vanilla extract. It's a little costly, but to me, it's better than the invitation. But if you can't afford this, don't stress it. Just get the invitation. Okay, then I have fresh lemon. I talked about the sugar, and this is flour. Okay, some people use stuff in case if you have to thicken your juice from the peaches and stuff. Once you put all your ingredients in there, some people use cornstarch. I do not like cornstarch, period. I just use flour, put a little water in there, make a paste out of it, and put it in my thing. I like that better. But when you're using it, make sure your stock is warm or hot, because if it's cold when you put it, it's going to lump up, but smooth it out. And of course, I'll be using butter. And these are my ingredients, and I'll get right back with you. Okay, I'm getting ready to start, and the first thing I did, I cut my stove on. I'm going to put the peaches. I'm going to start with my peaches. I'm going to use all of these. If I got some left, I can freeze it. I'll give it to somebody. Okay, I'm using 3 cans. I'm going to put it all in here. 3 cans of peaches. Okay. And it seems like it's a lot, but it's not that much. And I'll see this little bowl right here. I'll be putting my peach cobbler in there. And it probably is a lot. But the last time I made some peaches, I only used 2 cans. It wasn't full enough. But okay. And the next thing I'm going to start with is my sugar. Okay. This is a 1/2 cup. I'm going to use a cup. This is a 1/2 cup right here. And I'm going to put another cup in there. I mean, another half, and then equal a cup. Okay. And when you're making peach cobbler, what you're going to have to do, you're going to have to taste. You have to taste it and get to your desired taste. Because one thing about peach cobbler, it's got to be sweet. And it tastes the way you want to taste. It's not no measuring. Some people measure, they have a measurement. You go for taste, because you know what? Now you have to, when you baking like pies and stuff, you have to measure. But when you're doing cakes. When you're making cakes, you have to measure. But when you're making pies, it's your taste. You don't have to measure like that. Just make sure it's sweet enough and it tastes good enough for you. Okay, and then I'm going to put some brown sugar. I put the white, I'm going to put a little brown sugar in here. But I know this is probably not going to be sweet enough for me, because I'm going to taste it again. And this is a tablespoon. That was about 2 or 3 tablespoons. Like I said, you're going to taste it. Stir this up. And these peaches are going to probably take about 45 minutes to cook until they're soft enough. And you can tell that by looking at it. And I'm going to put some of my favorite one. I'm going to put some vanilla pure extract. It don't matter how you put it. I kind of put a lot of this in there, because that make it taste really good. And it's only a few ingredients, because all you're doing is sweeten your peaches up. And I'm going to put some honey in here. Put some honey in there. Let it cook. And I'm going to put some cinnamon. I'm not a fan of cinnamon, but it tastes okay in peach cobbler, but I'm not a fan of it. I don't put, when I'm cooking sweet potatoes, I don't put cinnamon in my sweet potato, but it's okay. Some people do. I'm not a fan of cinnamon, like I said, but I'm not going to knock it, because if you like it, use it. Okay, I'm stirring that up. And then I'm going to put, I haven't said my nutmeg. That's important too. Very important to me, nutmeg. Put some of that to make it taste so good. The extract And the cinnamon, nutmeg is, to me, is the most important part of all in making a peach cobbler. And so you're gonna stir this up and I'm gonna let it cook. I'm gonna taste this when it gets done and stuff, because that, you know, that might not be enough sugar. But I'm gonna taste it and I'm gonna see how it, you know, how I desire it, because it's going by what you care about. And this right here, and I know most people don't do this, but this lemon, I just put a little lemon juice in there, just a little bit. I hope I don't get a seed in there. See, that's enough for lemon, because you don't want to put too much lemon in there. And so I'm gonna taste this. I don't think it might be sweet enough. It might be okay, but I don't think it's so sweet enough. But I'm gonna let it cook a while, and so the ingredients I put in there so it can cook into the peaches. But I'm gonna taste it. So I'm gonna taste this. See how it tastes. Pretty good, but it do need a little bit more seasoning. So I'm gonna put some more sugar. I already put a cup in there. I'm gonna put about a half of a cup, cup. Put some more sugar in there. And what I know I needed was this right here, this pure extract. I needed a little bit more of that. But like I said, taste it. And this is gonna be your Easter. Cook this for Easter. I put a little bit more cinnamon. Like I said, I'm not a cinnamon fan, but a little bit more. And put nutmeg in there, just a little nutmeg, because that's good. But make this your Easter dessert. And make sure you go to my channel. And for Easter, I want you all to go to my fall off the bone turkey. Easter dinner, Thanksgiving dinner, and Christmas dinner is very important. Go and cook a turkey. That is so good. I got so much compliments. Just go in there and read my comments, and they not lying. Those people don't lie. My subscribers and my viewers, they tell the truth. That was the best turkey that I have ever tasted myself, and it fell off the bone. If you follow my instruction, you will have it. Cook this and make sure you. And I got greens if you want to cook some greens with this peach cobbler. I also have green beans. I have potato salad, and I have sweet potato. I don't think you're really gonna need some sweet potato because you're gonna tear. But go cook them if you want to. If you're not a peach cobbler fan. I also made a good banana pudding, and I want y'all to check them out. Give me some subscribers, and I do the best that I can do. I try to explain everything to you, make it easy for you all, and please just give me some subscribers and tune into my kitchen. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna let this cook for a while, and I'm gonna get back with you. Okay, my peaches cooked good enough. They cook for about an hour, 45 minutes, maybe to an hour. And when they look like this, they're ready, because you don't want them to get too mushy, but you want them also to be done, because when you're eating your cobbler, you don't want to eat no hard peaches. And what you have to do, cut the stove off, and before you put your crust on there, you have to let this cool down. It has to cool down. So what I do, I set mine in the refrigerator and let it cool. You don't have to do that. You can set it aside. That's how much time you got. But I'm going to set this in the refrigerator, and I'm going to let it cool off about 30 till it cool down, because I don't want my crust to cook up. And I did season it off camera. I took and put a little bit more sugar in there. I tasted, and I put a little bit more vanilla extract. I put that in there. I put some cinnamon, nutmeg, and a little sugar in there. I didn't put no more lemon because I had enough lemon, but you can season to your taste. Make sure you taste it before you set in the refrigerator, because once you set in the refrigerator, once it cool down, you don't need to season it anymore. Like I said, I'm going to set this in the refrigerator, let it cool off, and get back with you all. Okay, see, my peaches got a lot of juice, which I love juice, but I wanted to be thick, so I made it flour and water. Same amount of flour you use as water, and all it's going to do is thicken up. Like I said, you can use cornstarch if you want to. Personally, I don't like the taste of cornstarch in my peach cobbler. I can taste it. It tastes funny. But flour, you don't taste the flour in the water. That's why I use it. You know, that's gonna thicken up. And even if it's not thick here, it's gonna get thick once it cooks with that dough, with that crust, because that's flour too. Okay then. And the next thing I'm gonna do, I already did a little bit of it. I'm gonna put some butter in my pan on the sides. Put some on the sides and the bottom. Butter, sides, and, just a little bit. So that's gonna make the crust come out easier. But really, it doesn't matter, because when even if it don't come out good, the crust, it doesn't matter, because You're gonna scoop it out anyway. A cobbler is gonna be scooped out, so it don't matter. So I had that kind of warming. The first thing I'm gonna do, now honey, I'm not an artist when it comes to putting the dough in there, but this is the roll from what I showed you, the crust roll. I'm gonna take and I hope this might cover the whole. I'm gonna put it up like this. I'm gonna use 2 pieces of this. I broke a little bit, but that's okay. See, I'm pushing it down like that in the pan. And I might have to cut a little edge of the other one on there. I'm going to put it in there. I'm not good at this, but my pie sure tastes good. So I'm going to put this like this, push it down in here. Well, that's better than sometimes I do. I'm going to take this lump out of here a little bit because I don't want all that go. I'm going to press that down too. So it's better than I normally do. Now all you do is you can press it up. And don't let your dough get too soft, because if it will... When you put it on here, it definitely will, it won't stick good. It'll start doing it, because mine's a little soft, but that's good enough. So I got this around. That's how much I want around the edges of it. Okay, and I'm going to take and cut a little piece off of this right here. Let me get a knife. I should have had my knife. And I'm going to cut the edge off of this right here. See this edge? I'm going to cut this off and so I can put around the other part of it. Cut it. And I don't make those slats. I'll put that right up there. See how that is? That's easy. That came out pretty good. I ain't saying it's the best looking one, but because some people can do this so pretty. But honey, pretty it is, sometimes it don't taste as good. But this gonna taste good because I taste it and I season it. And what I'm gonna do next is, it's pretty good for me. But the insides of it sure tastes good. Okay, I want to put my peaches inside here. I'm going to kind of unroll this first before I do this one. Kind of roll it and unroll this, because this got to look good. That part right there got to look good. I'm going to roll it a little bit. Now, that's good enough. Okay. I'm going to take and put some peaches in here. In here. Set it in here. And you do want some juice, but you don't want too much juice. I'm bring my thing to there. Put it in here. And I think it does take 3 cans, whether you believe it or not. It takes 3 cans. And this is so good, honey. I taste this. And this is a little... A peach cobbler can be kind of pricey, though, because this is 3 cans of it, and this is a little bowl. So if you're making a big one, you better make sure you got enough peaches. Because you don't want to take some of this out. This already smells. This, honey, this smells so good. I should now need a spoon that got holes in it, because I don't want too much juice in it. But I need to get all my peaches, because honey, I could have used 3 cans and a half, but I don't know. Yeah. Let me get another spoon. Be right back, so I won't have so much juice in it. I don't want too much juice. I gotta make this work. This is kind of deep in there. Yeah, just this got enough. So that's juice. That's all the juice I want. I like the juice because you don't want it to be too dry. That's about it, see? Maybe I could have had a little bit more, but I'm going to go with that. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take this, kind of hot. I'm taking, oh, this almost fit. I got to come right here. Put this down there. That's pretty good. And I got to take some of this end, cut this end right here. See? This came out better than I thought it would, y'all. Sure did. And I'm going to take this end, another curve. They had a curve on that too. And I'm going to take and cut this right here. A little bit of this. I don't want too much dough on here. So I take this right here and put it around here. See? Like I said, I'm not the best when it comes to that, but I bet you could say my insides do. Tastes pretty good. I hope that don't be. Too bad. And I got my oven set at let's see. I'm gonna take a fork. You can pinch it, but this bowl right here, I'm just gonna do it like this. It ain't got to be all that pinch. I'm not good at pinching, but I'm gonna do the best I can do now. But I know I can put it down for the insides of it. And things got to look good too. You want stuff to look good. You can't just, because people ain't going to eat it. So I said, I hope y'all forgive me for this. It's doing better than I thought it, like I said. And when I get through doing this, y'all, I'm going to put some little slits in it. Yeah, I'm going to finish this off camera so I can take my time and put it in there. So I'm just using both of my hands. They use forks. You can use anything you want to use. But I'm just taking my finger and doing it like that. Bring it up. And I'm going to do the rest of this off camera so I can get this in the oven. Okay, I finished this off camera. Now I'm getting ready to put, this is milk and sugar. It's stopping from burning, milk and sugar. That's all it is. And I did this off camera, brush a little milk and sugar on here. Just a little bit. You got to be kind of careful with it, especially around the edges. And then what I'm going to do in the end, if my, you know, your edge is always cooked. Around the edge is always cooked faster than the other stuff. Make sure I cover mine when I let the middle cook as much as I want to. This edge is getting too done. I take and cover mine with a little aluminum foil. And I know you've seen that before, but I hope this looks good. I know it tastes good, but I just want to know how it looks. Because people go by how something looks. Because I got that little split down there, but honey, I'm sorry, y'all. I did it. Don't judge that. Just taste the pie and go by my instruction on the pie. This is going to be the best pie you ever ate. Okay, then I'm going to put this in the oven. I got my oven heated to 350. And I'm getting ready to put this in the oven and let it cook. I'm going to let it go probably about 20 minutes. And I'm going to let it go from there. Okay, you all. Here it is. The peach cobbler I made it from scratch almost. But anyway, I want you all to tune into Mattie's Kitchen. Hit that notification bell and subscribe. This is a homemade peach cobbler. And I want you all to go to my channel, like I said, and check out my fall off the bone turkey. Make you a complete dinner for Easter. Invite your friends over. Serve this cobbler. Go by my instruction and it'll come out just like mine. Also, I want you to check out my fall off the bone turkey, my potato salad, my sweet potatoes, my greens, and my, you can also cook some pinto beans with that. That is really country pinto beans. Check that out and make this a good dinner. After you come from church, kick your shoes off and enjoy. And thank you for tuning in to Mattie's Kitchen and have a great Easter.